Hello everyone and welcome to Learn Tech. Are you still struggling to move emails between platforms? Don't risk data loss or endless manual work. Let me introduce you to Kernel Email Migrator, a smart, secure solution for seamless email migration. You can easily move emails between cloud services, IMAP servers, and Office 365 with complete accuracy. Keep your folders, attachments, and metadata intact every single time. This tool is fast, reliable, and hassle-free. In order to download the tool, you can easily come from one of the links on the description below, and over here just click over free download or buy now if you want to buy the tool directly. But if you want to test it, you can just go through free download and then it's pretty easy to install it. Alright, so here is the tool Kernel Email Migrator, and I'm going to show you quite simply how you can migrate your PST file on Office 365. It has actually many different kind of sources that you can use. In this case, Gmail, IMAP, Zoho email, or web email, whatsoever. And the destinations are those: Microsoft 365, IMAP server, Zoho email, or Gmail. In this video, we're gonna focus mainly at Outlook PST files. So we click over the source Outlook PST file, and over here you can see different migration types. You can migrate OST to 365, IMAP to Office 365, Gmail to Office 365, or whatsoever. Alright, so I'm gonna choose the first one, PST to 365. I'm just gonna define a project name, and once you define the project name, you just click over next. Migration does not exist in your application. Do you want to create it? Yes. And good. So over here we have to define the source from where I'm gonna take the PST file. So you click over add, and basically you browse to the location where you have your PST file. You can add as many as you want. By just clicking over plus, you select as many PST files that you want, and if you want to remove one, you just click over minus. In this case, I'm just keeping this one. Then once you're done with this, you have to define the destination. So we click over add destination. Over here you have to specify the tenant ID and the client ID, and the last one, client secret value. Once you have defined all those, you just click over connect, and then it will pop up this window: connection created successfully, if you have entered all these details correctly. If you have any issues with those, then it will show you the error where it has been. For example, the client ID was not correct or whatsoever. We click over OK on this tab, and then at this part here you can specify a single mailbox by writing the mailbox email ID over here, or you can list the emails. So let me try this one. So I'm just going to list the emails, and then I'm going to choose from the list which one I want to use as destination. So we click over here, it's searching. Please wait while we retrieve mailbox user. Alright, so here's the list of the user. I'm just gonna unselect all of them and choose the user demo, which is this one at the end. You can use also these functions, export CSV or import CSV. Alright, so after I chose this one, we click over add, and basically we have now the mapping, source, and destination. Over here you have to define the destination mailbox, which in this case, so we're gonna map with the one that I have chosen. This is good in case that you have different sources or different destination. You have to do a mapping, so which PST is mapped with which destination. Again, over here you have exported map to CSV or imported from CSV. So this is to do the mapping between the source and destination in case that you have many emails or PST files that you want to do this mapping. It's quite useful, but in my case, I just want to show this one email or one PST file. So once we are done, we just click over next, and here it is, the destination type, mailbox, and basically that's all till now. And we click next, and here you have to define which folders you want to migrate. I'm just gonna choose all of them. Over here you can specify date filter, you can exclude deleted emails, you can exclude empty folders, you can select if you want to save all your data into a separate folder. This is a good option, so in the destination you have an extra folder where it is the mailbox. I'm just gonna leave the default ones, and I'm just gonna choose skip previously migrated items, and then once I'm done with all those, I'm gonna click over next. Here you have the possibility to schedule the migration. In this case, you can click over change schedule and you can define when you want this migration to happen. You can do this daily, weekly, monthly, once only, or whatsoever. I'm just gonna choose the first option. I'm gonna execute it now, and then basically I just choose finish or click finish, and then basically that's it. We go over the migration projects over here and we can see that now it's running this project and it's migrating my emails to the destination that I chose. Here it is. We're gonna wait a bit till this is over. Once it's done, it will change the state, and as you can see over here, all right, so it's moved everything and it's basically over now. So it changed the state from running to ready, which means that you can run it again if you want. You just click over it and you start the job or remove the job, or you can see the migration report. So we click over here and you can see more details about this migration, if it worked fine or whatsoever. So we click over view details, and then over here you see all this information about this migration. And as you can see, the status is success. You can save this report to CCV if you want, or you can just see it over here and should be enough. So good. So basically that's all that you have to do in order to migrate your PST file to Office 365 by using Kernel Email Migrator. That's all that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you liked this video and please consider subscribing to our channel. All the best. Thank you.